So first thing we're gonna prep is our cedar plank salmon. Take a very sharp knife and take your first piece of salmon. Now, a lot of people like to do these entirely in their whole. The problem with that is on the inside, because it's so big, your center section doesn't cook evenly. So I like quartering or sectioning these out. You're gonna lay the knife over the fish, turn it straight up, and cut down, getting all the way through the skin. Flip that off to the side. Do the same thing, up, cut, down. Comes right out. You need to have a sharp knife for this to work. And that's out. Now you have 4 relatively even portions of fish. If you'll notice that whenever I'm cutting and handling fish, I keep a dry hand and I keep a wet hand. Fish it can be a little bit slimy, so by never touching the fish with my right hand, because I am right-handed, makes it to where I don't have that problem. So, with it sitting on the board, in my seasonings, I have 1 part salt, 1 part pepper, and a 1/2 part garlic. Because remember, I said salt, pepper, garlic life. Just liberally sprinkle that over the fish. Gently press, and we're going to place that directly on our plank. Now, salmon has a bad habit of drying out, so what we're going to do, we're going to take 2 tablespoons of butter, split this out, and we're going to put it into 4 even portions. Just put it directly on top. Cedar plank salmon is prepped. We're going to go with the cod. So a cod is a nice firm white fish. I don't like wasting my seasoning. That's why you'll see me rolling stuff on the board a lot. I just pick it up. This one, same thing. Nice even portions. Now, what a lot of people, they get worried about fish and not being able to turn it on the grill without it falling apart. I gotcha. Skewers are your friend. Now, you're gonna start from one end and just run it through. And some people say that, oh, whenever it cooks, it'll just sit there and spin. That's why I use 2. The skewers have also been soaking, so they're not gonna catch on fire, because you know, wood, fire. And the monkfish. So monkfish is one of those interesting fish, because they call it the poor man's lobster. I've personally never had it, so we're gonna experience this together. Funny story, the way that I cut fish, where I grew up, out in East Texas, had a guy named Tom McCrory who ran a fish market, and I worked for him for about 2 years. And he's the one that taught me that little seemingly goofy trick with using your knife to measure. Because what would happen is we would have people come in and order whole catfish, and they'd want a giant catfish all filleted out and trimmed out. That is a nightmare, let me tell you. All right, we'll seal that on the grill. Grill's been going for about 10 or 15 minutes at maximum heat. I've already taken and scraped the grill down. Yes, this one looks nasty, but it's old. I've had it for a while. Remember, don't use wire brushes on your grill, so you can get little bristles, and those make everybody stay bad. So what we're going to do, turn all the burners down to halfway. Inside of here, I have a little lemon butter with garlic that I've been melting down. We're going to move that off to the side. Cedar plank salmon on first. doesn't that look good? Next salmon's on. And just kind of a slightly chefy, annoying thing to do with these is put them at a little bit of an angle. Whenever I do these, I normally put the butter on after I get them on the grill. And then your last ones. Okay, so with white fishes, remember, keep your two fishes separate. This is the cod. So the butter mixture, since I don't think I mentioned it, it's roughly 2 tablespoons butter, 1 tablespoon of lemon juice, half a tablespoon of garlic, and some salt and pepper. That's just kind of going down. All right, we'll come back in about 5 or 10 minutes. See y'all again. So Evan always asks me what happens whenever you flame out. Well, I do on a regular basis. So what happened is the salmon, I had them too close, and the butter running off of this one and the butter running off of those ended up causing a little bit of a fire. Get this done in a different way. Luckily, I put skin down first, so that's actually probably salvageable. So you should always look at your grill. I walked outside, I immediately saw white smoke, thick white smoke coming out of here. I was like, oh no. Knew exactly what happened as soon as it happened. But since I have the grill open, put a little bit of our lemon juice and butter mixture on, because the fire worked so well for us last time. If fish is still sticking to the grill, it's not ready to turn over yet. Oh, this cook's gonna be miserable. I forgot to do something in the beginning. I didn't oil my grate. It's gonna be a long cook. Alright, so whenever you're doing fish, make sure that before you put everything down, take a paper towel or something like that and wipe your grill grate down with oil once it's up to heat. It'll help your fish release a little bit, and you won't lose quite as much as I'm losing. So the type of oil you want to use, you can use olive oil, you can use avocado oil, anything really. I like avocado oil because it has a really high burn point, so it doesn't make your food taste nasty. Alright. So we're going to let it go and let this cook continue to burn out. See you in a little bit. We've been able to recover most of this. Little trick that people won't tell you with fish, we sprinkle a little bit of lemon juice on them. What ends up happening is the steam helps all the carbon from the oil burning off, or from the butter burning, come off. Now, next, on salmon especially, whenever you start seeing the white coming out, it's done. If you go past that, you're overcooking it, because what the white is that the fats is inside of the fish, and if it continues to cook out, then it's going to be gone. Notice the difference between the grilled and the cedar plank. The cedar plank has been smoking. This, see how it's starting to flake apart? That's done. That is nice and beautifully medium rare. These are a little bit more done. That's what grilled looks like. The monkfish and the halibut, they're from my kids. I wanted to try monkfish. We'll see how it turns out. Remember to oil your grate. Make your life a lot easier. Little bitty pieces. That came up nicely. Salmon. There you go. Not my bestest showing, but not the horriblest.
Wait.
Hold on. Good thing to always do. Once you pulled everything off, turn your grill back to high again. Let it burn everything off. Come back 5 or 6 minutes later, scrape it, get all those nasty little burnt bits off. Great way of maintaining your grill. A little bit of salt and pepper left. Sprinkle at the end. That's all she wrote. I would say a little bit of magic, but I almost really messed this one up. Still be good though. See y'all next time.